Salem is about to extend a week of shocking revelations, heartbreaking confrontations, and life-changing decisions as Days of Our Lives delivers an action-packed schedule for the week of October 13th. Longtime viewers of this beloved daytime drama are in for an emotional roller coaster as several major storylines come to a head, promising the kind of dramatic storytelling that has kept audiences captivated for decades. The week's events will center around several key storylines that have been building momentum, each one threatening to change the lives of Salem's residents forever. From young love hanging in the balance at the airport to corporate power struggles at DiMera Enterprises, from desperate pleas to family ultimatums, the upcoming episodes will showcase the complex web of relationships and conflicts that define life in this iconic fictional town. One of the most heart-wrenching storylines involves young Tate Black, who finds himself in a desperate race against time at Salem's airport. Holly Jonas, the daughter of the late Daniel Jonas and Nicole Walker, has made the difficult decision to leave Salem behind and start fresh in Paris. This decision comes after weeks of turmoil and heartache, particularly surrounding the complicated situation involving a pregnancy that has torn the young couple apart. As Holly prepares to board her flight to Paris, ready to turn her back on Salem and everything she knows, Tate arrives at the airport in a state of complete panic. His voice can be heard echoing through the terminal as he frantically calls out her name, desperately searching for her among the crowds of travelers. When Tate finally catches up to Holly, the confrontation is both tender and desperate. He gently takes her face in his hands, a gesture filled with all the love and urgency he feels, and makes a declaration that could change everything. "The baby isn't mine," he tells her, his voice breaking with emotion. This revelation strikes at the very heart of the misunderstanding that has driven them apart. For weeks, Holly has been operating under the assumption that Tate was the father of the baby in question, a belief that has caused her immeasurable pain and led to her decision to flee Salem. Now, standing at the departure gate with her boarding pass in hand, Holly must decide whether to trust Tate's words and give their relationship another chance, or whether to stick to her plan and escape to Paris to begin a new chapter of her life far away from the heartache of Salem. The question facing Holly is one that will resonate with viewers who have watched her grow up on screen. Should she take a leap of faith and believe Tate, potentially opening herself up to more heartache if he's wrong or lying? Or should she protect herself by following through with her plan to leave, even if it means walking away from what could be true love? The stakes couldn't be higher for these two young people, and their decision will have ripple effects throughout Salem for weeks to come. Meanwhile, at the prestigious offices of DiMera Enterprises, a completely different kind of drama is unfolding. The powerful DiMera family business has always been a hotbed of intrigue, backstabbing, and corporate warfare, and this week will be no exception. Tony DiMera, the sophisticated and worldly member of the DiMera clan, makes a surprising announcement that catches everyone off guard. Standing beside Theo Carver, the beloved son of Salem's former mayor Abe Carver, Tony declares that Theo will be joining DiMera Enterprises in an official capacity. This news seems straightforward enough on the surface, but in the world of the DiMeras, nothing is ever simple. Gabby Hernandez, who has fought tooth and nail to maintain her position within the company and has endured countless power struggles over the years, watches this announcement with visible nervousness. Her expression tells a story of concern and calculation. What does Theo's arrival mean for the current power structure? Will this shift the balance of control within the company? Gabby's worried face suggests that she sees potential threats and complications in this development, and given her history of corporate intrigue, her instincts are probably correct. But the real bombshell comes from Abe Carver himself. The respected patriarch and Theo's father delivers a firm and unequivocal response to Tony's announcement. "You definitely won't." These three words carry enormous weight, suggesting that Abe has serious objections to his son working for the DiMera family business. His opposition could stem from many sources. Perhaps he knows too much about the DiMera family's checkered past and their frequent forays into questionable business practices. Maybe he wants to protect Theo from the dangerous and cutthroat world of DiMera politics. Or possibly he has insider knowledge about current schemes and plots that make DiMera Enterprises an unsafe place for his son. Whatever the reason, Abe's firm stance sets up a potential conflict between father and son, as well as between the Carver and DiMera families. Adding another layer of mystery to the DiMera storyline, E.J. DiMera is shown sitting behind his executive desk, speaking to someone about a secretive project. With the confidence and authority that has come to define his character, E.J. expresses his satisfaction with the progress of a clinic that is currently under construction. This isn't just any clinic, though. E.J. specifically mentions that once the lab portion of this facility is complete, it will be impenetrable. The choice of that word is telling and raises numerous questions. Why would a medical clinic need to be impenetrable? What kind of research or activities will take place there that require such extreme security measures? Is this a legitimate medical facility, or is E.J. involved in something more sinister? The mystery deepens when we see Kat Green, Chad DiMera's current girlfriend, sneaking into the construction site of this very lab. Moving carefully through the unfinished space, Kat begins taking photographs of the facility, clearly gathering evidence or intelligence about what's really going on. Her covert operation suggests that she has suspicions about E.J.'s true intentions for this supposedly medical facility. Is Kat working undercover? Does she have connections to law enforcement or intelligence agencies? Her actions indicate that whatever E.J. is planning, it's significant enough to warrant this kind of risky investigation. Across town, at the popular Salem gathering spot Brady's Pub, another confrontation is brewing. Alex Kyriakis, who has recently entered into a relationship with Stephanie Johnson, spots Jeremy Horton sitting at the pub. Jeremy's presence in Salem has clearly made Alex uncomfortable, particularly given whatever history exists between Jeremy and Stephanie. Without hesitation, Alex approaches Jeremy and makes his intentions crystal clear. Introducing himself as Stephanie's boyfriend, Alex delivers a direct warning to Jeremy to stay away from her. This isn't a casual suggestion or a polite request. Alex's body language and tone make it obvious that he considers Jeremy a threat to his relationship with Stephanie. The confrontation at Brady's Pub is charged with tension and masculine posturing. A glimpse of Stephanie's worried face reveals that she's aware of this brewing conflict and is concerned about how it might escalate. What history do Stephanie and Jeremy share that has Alex so worried? Was there a previous romantic relationship? An unresolved conflict? The fact that Alex feels the need to issue such a direct warning suggests that he sees Jeremy as more than just a casual acquaintance from Stephanie's past. The viewers are left wondering whether Alex's jealousy is justified or whether his possessive behavior might actually drive Stephanie away. Perhaps the most heartbreaking storyline of the week involves young Thomas DiMera and his desperate attempt to keep his father Chad together with Kat Green. In a scene that will tug at viewers' heartstrings, Thomas sits down with his cousin Rachel Black to discuss his predicament. With the innocent determination that only a child can possess, Thomas asks Rachel how he can prevent his father from breaking up with Kat. His concern is genuine and touching. Clearly, Thomas has grown attached to Kat and sees her as an important part of his life and his father's happiness. Rachel, displaying a confidence that seems almost cunning for her age, responds with a simple statement, "That's easy." Her smug expression suggests she has a plan, though whether that plan is in everyone's best interest remains to be seen. The subsequent clips show both Kat and Chad looking deeply unhappy, their faces reflecting the pain of their complicated situation. Then comes Thomas's heartbreaking ultimatum. With the absolute conviction of a child who believes he can control the situation, Thomas declares that as long as Kat remains in Salem, he will not. He threatens to leave town, presumably to live with his grandparents Jennifer Horton Devereaux and Jack Devereaux in Boston. This ultimatum puts Chad in an impossible position. As a devoted father, how can he ignore his son's distress? Yet, as a man who has feelings for Kat, how can he simply end the relationship because his son demands it? Thomas's threat to leave for Boston is serious and would mean separating a father from his child. But giving in to this ultimatum might also mean teaching Thomas that he can manipulate situations by issuing threats. The question becomes whether Kat will make this decision easier by choosing to leave Salem on her own, sparing Chad from having to choose between his son and his romantic relationship. Alternatively, will Thomas follow through on his threat and move to Boston to live with Jennifer and Jack, causing a painful separation in the DiMera family? All of these storylines promise to deliver the kind of emotional, dramatic, and engaging content that Days of Our Lives fans have come to expect and love. The week of October 13th will feature a perfect blend of romance, family drama, corporate intrigue, and mystery that has kept this show on the air for decades. From the airport showdown between Tate and Holly to the corporate machinations at DiMera Enterprises, from Alex's territorial behavior toward Jeremy to Thomas's heartbreaking ultimatum, each storyline carries real emotional weight and consequences that will resonate with viewers. The preview also hints at ISA spy action, suggesting that the international spy organization will play a role in upcoming events. This could tie into Kat's mysterious photography mission at the clinic, or it might represent an entirely separate storyline that will add even more excitement to an already packed week. The mention of chaos, family conflict, and romance confirms that Days of Our Lives will continue to deliver the multi-layered storytelling that has made it a daytime television institution. For longtime viewers who have followed these characters through decades of triumphs and tragedies, this week promises to deliver satisfying drama while setting up future storylines that will keep audiences tuning in day after day. The combination of veteran characters like Tony, Abe, and EJ with younger characters like Tate, Holly, and Thomas ensures that the show continues to honor its rich history while creating new stories for the next generation of Salem residents.